Welcome to Retrocore AV, and today we've got another hardware pickup. Now this is something that I've always had since a kid, but recently I haven't had. Yes, inside this box is a stereo graphic equalizer, the Panasonic SH-D5, so let's open it up. Now this was sold as a junk item, it was an untested item, but I thought it's worth giving it a try, just in case. Now you may be thinking the Japanese don't pack things very well. Now there's the cable there. But the fact is the Japanese post service is unbelievably good. Nothing goes missing and everything arrives perfectly. And if there is a fault with your parcel, they will apologize beyond belief and you will get a full refund. Not like other postal services in other countries I could mention. So you don't really have to super pad things up because you know it's going to get to the destination without being kicked, sat on, or just like left in the rain or whatever. They really do take care of the stuff. So anyway, let's try and get this wrapping off. Okay, well that's typical, isn't it? The battery ran out on the camera, so we're now over to the telephone. Okay, so as you can see, the top of the unit is covered in scratches. That is a shame, but I did see those. This is a horrible bit of gunky mess there. That's got to come off. But thankfully, the front of the unit is relatively fine. I mean, it needs a bit of a clean. It looks a little bit greasy there, but there's no big nasty scratches on those displays. So yeah, I think this should clean up pretty well. Let's take a look at the side of the unit. Yeah, again, it's looking a bit worn there, isn't it? And same on that side. All right, let's check out the back, see how the back is. Is it all rusty? No, it's relatively clean, actually. I'm happy to see it's got a power in and a power out on it. So daisy chaining this will be very useful. But yeah, okay. So tell you what, I've got to give this a clean. And once it's done, we'll connect it up to the stereo system over there. Come on, phone, focus, you bugger. Alright, over there, that's where it's going to go. So it's a few hours later and we're back. Got the camera charged up now, so no more terrible telephone video. So originally I was going to decide to put the equalizer over here on the main retro amp stack up, but I thought it's kind of silly putting it there because the audio is going to be coming from this amp right here. So I decided it would be better to live underneath the Technics turntable, which makes sense since Panasonic is Technics, so it's right at home under there. And as you can see, it's being cleaned up and it's looking much nicer than it was before. A bit of 100% IPA and some nice wet wipes came up looking very nice indeed. There are still some scratches on the top, but you can't really see them because the record player is there. And that nasty mark that was there, hopefully you can see that that is now gone. The IPA took that off. So let's get this thing powered up and give you a demonstration. Okay, so I'm going to be playing some music from Minidisc, which is just over here out of view. And you'll hear that the sound will come through the amplifier without having the equalizer switched on. So that's pretty cool. And I've got the sound going directly into the camera. So what you're hearing now is the amp, which is just over here, without any equalization or anything. It's just the sound coming from here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is switch the switch the equalizer on, and you'll hear a difference straight away. Check that out. Now it looks pretty cool as well because we've got the dual stereo displays working. So the machine comes with some graphic equalization already built in, some presets. So at the moment we've got it on heavy. So if we press clear, you can hear that the sound has changed. And let's go to soft. Vocal. HP stereo. And then car stereo. And back to heavy. Now you don't have to keep using the built-in presets. You can customize your own, and as you can see here, if we press the memory button, or we put press memory, we'll see the options changed here. So now it's going to be loading in my presets. So as you'll see, heavy and clear are completely different than what they were before. Here we go, that's it, I've got it on right now. So soft, vocal, and all the others I haven't changed, but I actually stored the same preset on number 1 and number 2. So that's now stored in memory. And that's kind of how I like it. So as you can see over here, we've got the different frequency ranges for the equalizer. So this is for your up and down. Now, as far as I know, you can't do individual stereo channels. I think they're both linked to the same channel. I may be wrong about that, but I haven't got the manual, so I'll have to find the manual to check that out. But as you can see, it's very simple. You just move them up and down here using the digital keys. And if you want to store it, you just press the memory button and one of the presets, and it will save it in that preset. We have a couple of different options as well for equalization, so we can switch the equalization to, hang on, put it on normal, equalization off. So that's flat. So you'll notice if I switch off the amp, if I switch off the graphic equalizer, it's exactly the same. There's no difference in the sound quality. And we'll switch the equalization back on. There we go. You can tell the difference. We can reverse the equalization like this. Why I'd want to do that, I don't know, but some people like it, I guess. Different displays, so you can show the EQ level, which we've got it doing now, or we can do it with the bar. That's pretty much standard. We can have it dots, so basically it just shows the peaks of each level, of each channel I should say. Or we do it with peak hold, which is also kind of cool. So there you have it, a very quick overlook of the Panasonic SH-D5 stereo graphic equalizer. I got this thing for pennies. You know, it was listed as just junk because they didn't have an amplifier to connect it up to, but they did have it switched on, and I could see that the vacuum fluorescent displays were working. So I thought, why not give it a shot? You know, it's very, very cheap, so if I lose out, I don't lose a lot of money. And thankfully, it works perfectly. Not a problem. I'm very happy with this. So, yep, this is going to be part of my stereo setup now for a very long time. And I know there's going to be people out there saying, you know, you shouldn't use graphic equalizers because it colors the sound and it's not like it was originally intended by the artist. Yeah, bollocks to that. You know, if you've changed the treble or bass or anything like that, or even the volume on your control, on your amp, it's not what, you know, they will listen to in the studio where it was made. I mean, even your speakers change the sound. So, you know, unless you're using the exact same speakers that were made, that they were using when they made the track in the studio, then it's going to be different, isn't it? Anyway, equalization to me sounds better than without. It just makes the sound more wide, more in your face. It just gives it more body. And I like equalization. I've liked it since I was a kid. Always had equalization on my systems. Except for recently, but now it's back again, so I'm a happy man. So until next time guys, keep on listening to your music and don't let anyone tell you what you're listening to is a load of crap, because everyone has different tastes. Until then, see ya.